Hi there. Welcome to Shave in Solitude. Today we are going to be talking about the Rockwell 6S. Now, Rockwell as a company is based in Canada. They have three razors on the market which are popular. The very first one is called as the 6C. Then there is a stainless steel version of 6C called as the 6S. That's the one that I have right now. And then they also have one more razor called as the T2. And I'll take a moment and I'll share with you guys why is it that I'm showing this in this video as well. So the 6S actually ships with three separate plates. So you will see that there is a plate which I've already have on the razor right here. And then you've got two more plates. Now between these three plates, each of these has two sides. So if you notice over here, on this side, it'll show that it is the plate number 6. And then when you flip it over, it's the plate number 5. In the similar way, the second plate is a plate number 4 that you see over here. And then you see that there is a plate number 2. And the last plate is a plate number 3 and then a plate number 1. Now, what that does is it gives you 6 different blade gaps. And in case you know or you don't know, the way blade gaps work is the blade gap is the distance between the top cap, which is here, and the bottom cap. And what happens is that the blade goes ahead and it comes out from here. Now, blade gap is also closely related to something called as blade exposure. Now, that is, if you were to take a plain piece of paper from here to here, if it's a straight piece of paper, that means the blade is not jutting out. That means the blade exposure is neutral. Now, what happens is, once you start to increase the blade gap, then there is more part of the blade which can come in contact with your skin and it can give you a closer and more efficient shave. Now, you might think that, hey, you know what, this is great. Like right now I've got around 3 days worth of growth. I can start with a higher setting and then I can move it down. So let's say I start with a 6, then I want to move to a 4, and then I want to finish it off probably on a 1. Yes, it is doable on the 6S, but what it will require for you to do is remove the base plate at the end of every pass and then put on a new base plate to get that lower blade gap. In the middle of a shave, that might be the best thing for you to do. So yes, although it appears that it's going to work like a true adjustable razor, like if you see over here right now, it's at a blade gap of 6. Now if I start turning it, you will notice that the blade gap becomes smaller. Now that is what the 6S is trying to do, but you have to physically remove the blades in order to do it. So most of us who have the 6S, the way that we use it is we start from blade number 1, and then once we start moving upwards, we stop at the plate which goes ahead and gives us the best shave and probably not go beyond it. For example, for me, that is plate number 4. So I stick to plate number 4 and I go ahead and I finish my entire shave with that one single plate. I'll also show you guys how you're supposed to go ahead and load the blade. So just like any typical 3-piece razor, you will take the top cap and then you will place the blade on top of the top cap, just like this. And then what you'll do is, if you want to, let's say, shave with blade number 4, you will go ahead and put it right next to the blade like this, and whichever side is facing outwards, like over here it's saying R4, that's the plate you're going to be shaving with. then all you need to do is close the razor out and you are ready to shave. So that is what the 6S is. And obviously before you start shaving, make sure that the blade reveal on both the sides is the same. That means the blade is seated in the right way. So now that we've got this down, let's get on with the shave. Let's go ahead, let's put the shaving foam on the face after we wet the face, and let's get the shave on. So I have around 3 days of growth. Let's start with the very first pass with the grain. Pressure again has to be extremely less, just enough pressure for the razor to stay on your face and not drop off. Let's start. Line up the sideburns, angle it slightly and start. Now let's get ready for the second pass. All right, second pass across the grain. All right, let's get ready for pass number 3. All right, pass number 3 against the grain. Okay, let's wash up. So before you finish your shave, just take a little bit more shaving cream or shaving foam and see if there are any specific areas on your face which require you to just do a pickup pass. For me, it's typically in these areas. All right, let's do the pickup. All right, let's do a final rinse. All right, moment of truth with alum. Let's see how it feels. There is absolutely no stinging. I am amazed at how good this razor and this blade were. Phenomenal shave. Zero feedback on the face. That means it was a phenomenally close and nice shave. All right, let it stay for around 30 seconds and then wash it off. So we're done. Let's dab the face dry. Let's apply some aftershave splash. That feels good. After almost 3 days of hair, no hair on the face now. So as you saw, the Rockwell 6S is a phenomenal razor. Now, if you're starting off and if you just want to buy one razor, my suggestion to you would be to go in for the Rockwell 6S. I'm sure that the 6C does just as well, but because I don't own it, I can't personally vouch for it. I do own the 6S. And yes, it's $120, but the way I always buy my things is buy once and cry once. But if you buy either, I would presume the 6C or definitely the 6S, and once you're able to figure out what is the right blade or the right plate setting for your face, and you stick with it rather than keep on changing, trust me, you don't need to buy any more razors. So I hope that this video helped you. If it did, it would be awesome if you can like it and if you can subscribe to my channel. Till the next week, I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.